Gaza remains on edge. A fragile ceasefire declared on the date of ceasefire has brought a pause to the relentless bombardment. This follows days of intense fighting between Israeli forces and Palestinian militants in Gaza. The recent escalation represents another chapter in the long and painful conflict. It has resulted in a dire humanitarian crisis. This latest outbreak of violence underscores the urgent need for a political solution. The underlying issues that fuel the conflict remain unresolved. A lasting peace seems elusive. The human cost of this conflict is immeasurable. The cycle of violence continues to trap innocent civilians. They are caught in the crossfire of a conflict they did not choose. Amidst the devastation, a glimmer of hope emerges. Both sides have agreed to a temporary humanitarian pause. This pause, however brief, offers a much-needed respite for the beleaguered population of Gaza. It will allow humanitarian aid to reach those in desperate need. The pause is a welcome development, but it is only a temporary solution. The underlying issues that gave rise to this crisis remain unaddressed. The need for a lasting ceasefire is more urgent than ever. The international community must seize this opportunity. It is imperative to push for a negotiated settlement. We must break the cycle of violence and suffering. Delivering aid to Gaza remains a complex and challenging endeavor. The ongoing blockade, coupled with the destruction of critical infrastructure, has severely hampered relief efforts. The humanitarian situation in Gaza was already precarious before the recent escalation. Now it is nothing short of catastrophic. Reconstruction efforts will require a concerted international effort. It will demand significant financial resources. The international community must not turn a blind eye to the plight of the Palestinian people. The instability in Gaza has far-reaching implications. It threatens the already fragile security situation in the region. It undermines the prospects for peace between Israelis and Palestinians. Section 4. A history marred by conflict. The current crisis is but the latest chapter in a long and bitter conflict. For decades, the people of Gaza have endured hardship and violence. Their lives are marked by displacement, poverty, and a lack of basic freedoms. The roots of the conflict run deep, entangled in historical grievances, competing claims to land, and a fundamental lack of trust. The two-state solution, once seen as the most viable path to peace, seems increasingly distant. Generations of Palestinians have grown up knowing nothing but conflict. Their dreams and aspirations are often shattered by the violence that surrounds them. It is a cycle that seems impossible to break. Section 5. The weight of global indifference. The international community has a responsibility to act. We cannot stand idly by as this humanitarian tragedy unfolds before our eyes. Yet the response from the international community has been muted. The United Nations has issued condemnations. World leaders have called for restraint, but these words ring hollow without concrete action. The international community must translate words into deeds. It must exert meaningful pressure on all parties to end the violence and work towards a just and lasting peace. The people of Gaza deserve better. They deserve a future free from violence and oppression. They deserve a life of dignity and hope. Section 6. A call for lasting peace. The current ceasefire, while fragile, offers a glimmer of hope. It provides a window of opportunity to address the underlying issues that fuel this conflict. The international community must seize this moment. The only path to a lasting peace is through dialogue and negotiation. The two-state solution, while facing significant challenges, remains the most viable option. It offers the best hope for both Israelis and Palestinians to live side by side in peace and security. The alternative is unthinkable. Continued violence will only lead to more suffering and bloodshed. It will further entrench the cycle of hatred and mistrust. The time to act is now.